Welcome to this look at a new mod pack on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, the Stone Farm Pack by VX mapping. This has got 25 items in it. And before you think it's just sheds, there are sheds, storages, bale and pallet, silos, a greenhouse, animal pens, farmhouses. There's tons of stuff in here. Absolutely tons. I'm going to whiz around the first bits, we'll have a look at them. The detail on them, staggering. The brickwork and stuff on them, hence being Stone Farm Pack. This is 165.33 megabytes to download, which is, it's up there. But that being said, there's, like I say, there's a ton of stuff in it. We'll start here with shed. I will have a look in the build mode in a moment. 18 slots, 4,000 to buy. This has... Some of them have the option for solar panels, some of them don't. This one has an R3 for solar panel. As you can see, we've got a solar panel on the roof. I didn't put it on all of them, and some of them don't have an option. What you'll also see as well is there's no floor in this. I've said this before on mod reviews, because I use the same map for my mod reviews over and over. If it doesn't allow you to place one, so for example, let's go here. If it says like that, overlaps with an object, to place that I need to press triangle. By doing that it'll allow me to place it, but I won't get a floor like that. However, if I come out of there and I go to a place where I can place one, that same 4,000, let's find a space where it'll let me to place it. See, that won't let me, none of here will let me. Maybe, there we go, 4,000, do that and there you go. You can see we're getting the floor in that. So some of them it did allow me to place, and you can see the bases on them. Some of them don't have bases, and that just comes down to that option. It's not they don't have them, it's just I had to kind of override it to allow it to place. Anyway, like I said, loads and loads of detail on these. If you've got your interactive controls and stuff on, light switches are nice and clearly marked for people like me. We have got racking at the back here. This is not automatic, this is not bale and pallet storage, but it is racking for storage. I haven't found any switches anywhere for removing of decorative items, but they don't take up a lot of room, to be fair. So that's our shed. We got next shed here, which is 17 slots, 7,000 to buy. Has a solar option on it as well. Slightly different design. It feels bigger. Is it a deeper one? Maybe it's just a slightly different design. I mean, let's just go airborne a second. Oh yeah, it's way bigger. There you go. Large. Then we have got this one, medium shed, 18 slots, 5,000. Customization option for solar on as well. This one's got doors across the front, as you can see. That's what's referred to as stating the bleeding obvious. Down the other end, light switch and racking in here of different sizes as well, so you can put very different things in if you want to. Doors are huge, so if you're getting harvesters and stuff like that in, not a problem at all. Then we come across the next one. This is large hangar, 21 slots, 6,000 to buy, again with the customization option for solar if you want on the roof. So again, light switch there, tons of space, big old overhang over the front as well, so you've got plenty of room for equipment and machinery. You might also notice there's so much stuff in this pack today that I've done, and it's idiotic and it's not particularly clear, but it is for me. I've put these on the floor, I've put arrows to guide me on my route round so I don't miss anything. I'm still going to miss something, I know I am. Right, so we swing around to this one here. This is hangar with workshop. This is 49 slots, 8,000 to buy. Customization option for solar, but it also has inside a workshop trigger and storage for 100,000 litres of liquid fertiliser. This is not, again, this is not automatic storage, but we do have these sections at the top here, which we can go up onto. So if you want to place stuff up here, bales and stuff, that's entirely up to you. Or not, they're just there anyway. Light switch over the side there, workshop trigger around the back here. These are repair only, and like I said, you will get floors on these, depending on obviously where you place them. So there you go, bottom right, repair only, not repair and repaint. Then we come over to this side, we've got the silo, which can be, these are refillable, it's a refillable silo. 100,000 litres of liquid fertiliser if you want to, or increments within that if you don't want to go for a full 100,000 litres. Nice. Next one along just here, this is down as a garage, small garage, 14 slots, 5,000 to buy. This doesn't have a customization option for solar panels. They don't have colour options or anything, they all come as they are. Light switch just there, racking at the back. Next one here is small shed, 9 slots, 1,600 to purchase. Again, no customization option. I don't think this one even has light switches. This is a standard, straightforward, no nonsense shed. Thickness of the walls as well though. but the level of detail as well, that has a real dimensionality to it. It looks, you know, looks like brickwork. Very cool. And then we have got this one here, which is also small shed, 11 slots, 2,000 to buy. Again, no customization option for solar on that. So what we'll do very quickly, go into this one here, and here is where you will find them all. So we start off with that one there for 4 grand. That one there was 7 grand. That one there, 5 grand. That one there, large hangar, 6 grand. Hangar with workshop, which was that one at the front there, 100,000 litres of liquid fertiliser storage as well. Small garage just there, small shed just there, and then we've got small shed just there. So they're all under sheds. Now we move on to our silo section. And this one here, this is the pallet storage shed. 17 slots, 8,500. 800 items can be stored here, but pallets only. Does have a customization option for solar if you want a solar option on it as well. So like I say, this is pallets only, not bales and pallets. We have got over here our open storage dialog, but I haven't got anything in here at the moment. So putting in is done here. It goes onto the racking. When you click on that, taking out, it'll be done from here. And then you've also got garage space, storage space for other things as well, whatever you might want to put in here, with a light switch down the end there. So that's a rather large proposition. We come round the end here, following my arrows. Round to here, it's the only way I could do it. There is so much going on. We've got this one here. This is bale storage. Curiously, so this is 21 slots, 5,000. Will hold 500 items, but this does both. Although it says bale storage in the description, it does bales and pallets. I have checked. Again, nicely made and detailed. Light switch just there. Putting in done there. Dialog box just over there with our exit point. Ladders as well to get up on the top. So if you don't want to do automatic stuff and you want to put stuff up, yeah, however you want to go about it is up to you. Then we move on to this. Let's remember these are all on the sides. This is the fodder dryer. So this doesn't have any customization options for solar or anything. 19 slots, 9,500 with 300,000 litre capacity. On the right hand side, this one here is straw storage. So it's basically a hayloft. This side, now, if I come to here, that will say, hey, but you can put grass in this. If you bring grass and put grass in, it automatically changes it to hay. No drying time. It doesn't run as production. It's literally grass in, bang, hay immediately done. You can take it out again if you want to do that. That's entirely up to you. We do have options here as well. We can put away the pipes, which folds them in like that either side. And then we do have an option to close the curtain or lower the curtain like that. In case of inclement weather and that kind of thing, badgers, pigeons, you know, anything that might be a problem. And then we can open that back up again, open those up, and yes, like I say, it's 300,000 litres of each, and yeah, go for it. Grass in, hay out. That's just straw storage, but it does the job. Next that we've got this, this is the vegetable silo. This is 20 slots, 8,000 to buy. Will hold 40,000 litres of red beet, potato, parsnip, and carrots. As you can see, each bunk has its own. It is 40,000 litres for each. Potato goes in the end one, didn't do that one, but I just wanted to see which went there. So this trigger here will do your potato and red beet. This trigger here will do your parsnip and carrot. You can't put up to this one and put red beet in. That's that side. That makes sense. There's not actually a pipe for taking out here, but you back up to this bit here, just in the middle, and that is your pipe for taking out. And this should also have the option for lower the curtain, light switch to the side there as well, for our vegetable storage. Next to this, we've got manure heap. Now this needs to be placed next to an animal barn, pasture, whatever it might be. So this is 16 slots, 5,000 to buy with a 4 million litre capacity. No customization options on these for solar panels. Light switch at the front, and then taking out is done here once you've got your 4 million litres potentially in it. Next to that, this one was bale and pallet storage. I told you there was a lot of stuff. 4 slots, 5,000 to buy. Will hold 450 items, and this does both as well, bales and pallets. I left some in there because I think I've got to a point where I think I'd done them all, but I hadn't done them all at that point. Not to worry though, it's all good. So bale and pallet storage, 450. Nice. Next to that, we've got this one. This has got a little bit of a twist to it. This is another manure heap. 8 slots, 5,000 to buy. This is a 400,000 litre, not a 4 million litre. Also no customization option for solar, but what we do have over here is this. hide wall. So what you can do with this, if you want to place this right next to an animal barn that already has a wall in place, and you want to make it look like it's supposed to, it's sort of built on, it's always been there, you can hide the wall and then place this right up against another building, or any of the buildings. It's entirely up to you, but we have the option there for hiding wall on it if you want to hide the wall. 400,000 litres of manure will go into there. We then go from here. Where's my arrow? There we go. There's my arrow on the ground. Brings me around to the front here, which brings us to the silo. The silo is 17 slots, 30,000 to buy, 800,000 litre standard crop type, and it is 800,000 litres total. We have got some racking. That's not auto like stack, bale and pallet storage. That's just racking. If we come around to the sides here and go just over here, we've got our light switch for the whole shebang. Just there. Putting in is done just here, and then taking out from the pipe there. As you can see, bottom right, I've got 750,000 litres. And the corn, because one of my trailers, or the trailer I'm using, one of the Titan ones, has the option for unload immediately rather than a gradual pour. If I'd done a gradual pour, that would have hit 800,000 litres and stopped. Because it did it straight away, it took the 85,000 litres. That being said, I thought, oh, maybe it is 800,000 litres of each. I bought some more corn over, and it wouldn't take any more in here. So it's 800,000 litres total standard crop type. So back to our build mode. And we go across to our silos, and this is where you'll find all of these, and we start just there, which was that one there. Is that right, isn't it? Yes, that one there. Pallet storage shed. That one, no, hang on, are we in the right place? No, it was here, wasn't it? Sorry. That was that one. Yeah, sorry, take that back. That was bale storage, which actually did both. That one there, 9,500 is your fodder dryer. That one there, vegetable silo, 40,000 litres. That one there is your manure heap. That one there was the bale and pallet storage. That one there was the next manure heap. Then come across to there, we had our silo stone farm pack. Boom. Next, we go to that. I placed that one to show you the floors. Oh yeah, over here, farmhouses. So we've got 2 farmhouses in this pack. This one here, farmhouse, 73 slots, 40,000 to buy, with a 5,000 litre capacity of fuel. There's a fuel drum at the front, and a 500 capacity for bales, and it's bale storage only. But I have to say, some of the storages on this, they're pretty cool. This is a nice building as well. Got a bit of storage under here for stuff, whatever, you can park vehicles, things like that. We come up and into the building. We can actually go into this one. There you go. Just in here. Light switch to the side. Sleep and wardrobe triggers just here. If we come out of there and round, fuel tank there, refillable to 5,000 litres in increments if you want that as well. I have opened this door, but we've got a workshop trigger in here, light switch. Workshop trigger as well, so farmhouse and workshop trigger, pretty cool. And if we go up the ladder here, we come to this top section here. Shed lights up the top, and then over here we've got our bale storage, and it is bale only. Like I say, I did double check. So that's our dialog box. Putting into the silo is done here for your bales, and if you take bales out, the bales will come out here. So workshop, fuel, sleep and wardrobe, bale storage to 500, which is pretty cool. And you can go up the ladder as well if you don't want to do the stairs indoors. That's entirely up to you. So that's the first farmhouse. Second farmhouse just here, and this one's a little bit more sprawling. This one is 67 slots, 56,000 to buy, 5,000 litre on the fuel tank. No storage capacity for bales or pallets or anything like that, but does have a workshop trigger as well. So there's our fuel tank for taking out, but putting in for refilling is done inside this little bit here. To our 5,000, again in increments if you want to. We do have an upper deck there if you want to store, and garage storage space on the bottom just here. Again, this would have flooring depending on what your situation is for your ground. This garage doesn't open this garage door, but we have got a workshop trigger just here. Again, repair only out the front of the farmhouse. And this particular farmhouse, we don't have the option for going into the farmhouse. Our sleep and wardrobe triggers are on the outside, and this would have a little patio. Normally there's a curb there with a patio at the front, but a nice little thing as well. And what I did also double check was the water point here. I bought a water tank around and drove across in front of it. It's not showing a trigger. Just in case, it'd be that one thing you miss and you think, oh, I wonder. And no, it doesn't. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So that's that just there. farmhouses. Let's go into build mode and we'll do those next. Again, I mean, like I said, there's no customization. Actually, let me just double check these. Second farmhouse. I'll actually show you one of these. 40 grand, 56. If we go for like that and click R3, you know, there's our solar panel option. So the ones that do have the solar panel option, if you're new to the game, or you know, if you're not, that you know what this means for switching onto your customize option, and it's solar panel. So there we go. Right, across the back here we've got the greenhouse. So this is the stone greenhouse. This is a little bit different. We've had some pretty cool greenhouses lately that have done some really funky stuff, and this is no different. So this is the large stone greenhouse, 65 slots, 120,000 to buy, 500 pallet storage, and it is pallet only. It has a workshop, it has a lift, there's all sorts of stuff going on with this. Putting in is done here, and this takes all sorts of stuff. Assuming, of course, oh, hang on a minute. Did my stuff not transfer over? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No, it didn't, did it? Brilliant. Let me just double check something at the moment for that. That's weird. So, we come to here. There's our large stone greenhouse. Huh? That says there, incoming materials, manure, seed, straw. Oh, we've run out of water, have we? Maybe it's just the water that didn't transfer over. Yeah, so manure, seed, straw, water and wood chip, and each one's got 4 recipes. The first one seems to be off. So that one, as you can see there, seed, water, manure. The second one says straw, but that's saying seed, water, manure and wood chip. That's supposed to say straw. That one is just seed and water, and then that recipe there is seed, water, manure and wood chip. If I come down to the next one, you'll see the one that says straw, it says bottom right, seed, water, manure and straw, which is I think what that one there should have said instead of wood chip. So you've got different recipes for different things. They run at slightly different speeds with different amounts coming out. The chili peppers, surprisingly, the recipes go up to a 60 out. Maybe it just used all the water. Have I got any chili peppers running? So I'm going to have to speed up time because I need to double check something on that. So yeah, and then obviously this one, not obviously, this one does the same thing but only 6 garlic. So whilst that one's saying 60s, the recipes do 60. The water doesn't, but the other ones are saying 60, unless that's a typo, because on the next one it goes to 6, which I'm surprised about. Lettuce is 6. Maybe it's a typo on... Let me check the nappers. Yeah, they're all saying to 6. And if you just do the water on its own, it's just 1. Oh no, spring onion's saying 60. That's curious. Anyway, so yeah, 4 recipes on each one that we'll run through. Now, I'm going to speed up time because there's something I need to double check. So putting in down there, what I did find, and it might have just been me, might have just been the tanker I was using, I could not get the water tanker to unload into it. I couldn't get the trigger thing to come up at all. That's why I set my distributor, and I've just realised actually maybe I didn't set my distributor. Where's my water? I didn't set water died. Nope. Buffoon. I set everything else to distributing and not my water. Awesome. So I'll skip ahead another couple of hours in a moment, but anyway, I'll show you what I mean, because there's not on the outside showing anywhere for your pallets to spawn, and this is where I want to check, because if we come into here, we'll get these running in a moment, don't worry. Light switch just there. This is very cool. So I'm assuming, and this is what I want to test, that the pallets will spawn here. They might not, but that's what I need to check, because if we come to this here, it says go up the platform. So let's press circle and jump on that. The platform comes up. Look, trigger there. We open our doors, and this is your your pallet storage. So you can store your stuff. If you don't want to, you can take it off and do whatever you want with it. But if you want to store it, you bring this up, and it automatically comes up into the trigger and stores it. If you want to take, oh, that's for the ramp. If we come around the side here, we have got dollar box. Did I put mineral feeds in here? Oh, I did. I was checking to see if it was bales and pallets, and it was just pallets only. We do have a ladder that comes down, or steps that come down here. Workshop trigger in this as well. So this greenhouse is greenhouse, storage, workshop, a little bit like the farmhouses, but the greenhouse on there as well. So what I'll do, I'll skip ahead because I've got with the chili peppers running. To be fair, actually, where is my? Oh, it's there. So where's my manage point? Just there. They're all on storing, but they are all turned on, aren't they? Yes. So yeah, I couldn't get the water going. I'll speed up time and we'll double check that. Bear with me just a second while we do that, and let's see we'll see what's occurring with it, shall we? It doesn't all. I only skipped ahead to 12 o'clock, but with those recipes running, all 4 of them, I had 12 or 13,000 litres of chilies already, and it's still going up. And they do spawn onto here, so if I do my lift... Oh no, that shouldn't have done that. Look, boom, off they go, into storage straight away. If you don't want to store them, you can just pick them up, take them off and go wherever you want. That's crazy. So when I put that down, the other one should spawn onto there. Should be able to put those back on top. There we go. I'm assuming the other ones are going to fall off of here, but we'll get this on, and there we go. See if it falls off again. Oh no, we're all right. I have to say, I've never encountered anything like that before, not in game. That is awesome. That is so cool. What a nifty bit of kit. There we go. 500 items can be stored up here. You don't have to go anywhere. Off we go, get cracking, get running. When we want to take them out, come to here to open our storage dialog, do that. We'll do 1. Oh, that did the mineral feed, not a but it doesn't matter, and that's where they'll come out. That's awesome. Loving it, loving it. Cool. Right, so next up then. We have got the fattening cow shed. This is 17 slots, 130,000 to purchase. 60 animals you'll get in this. This is no milk. This is just a fattening building. There's no option for customization on the pen or anything. It comes just as it is. This door does open and close. Light switches here. We've got exterior lighting and we've got interior lighting as well. So you can do either. Feed in here, and then down the other end we have got our option for our 60 going in. But if we come to here and we go to animals and we go to fattening cow shed, you'll see there productivity straw, so you can put a manure heap nearby and you'll get manure out, but you won't get slurry, you won't get milk. So something to be aware of on that. We'll go across to this one. I did these, I don't know why I did. Oh, I did this over here because I wanted to get the floor in, see what the floor looked like. So this is the old pigsty. Just here. So the old pigsty, 22 slots, 7,000 to buy, 40 animals, customization option for solar on this as well. As you can see, these large doors do open with racking. Again, not auto like bale and pallet storage, but it is what it is. Water goes into this one as well. Over here, there you go. So if you don't want the fence there, you don't have to have it. But you can bring it back up again if you want to. So water, feed, and dialog box for our 40 pigs in there. If we go to that one, this should be on old pigsty, just there. Again, straw bedding in, manure, no slurry. It doesn't give an option for slurry on this one. But that's the old pigsty. We go right the way across here, because the other side of the fattening, cow fattening, we have got the standard pigsty. This is 20 slots, 35,000 to purchase. It will hold 120 animals, but this did have a customization option for the pen. So if you want to make the animal pen bigger, you can on this one, and then you've got the option to do your usual animal pen thing, and then put a meadow in as well. Well, actually, it put a meadow in. Not normally for a pigsty, it would be like the dirt texture, but that actually gave me a meadow texture. Not quite sure why. So what was the other details on this? Solar option on this as well, and I've written down flaps. Now, what's also different, considering we had the old pigsty there, the new pigsty, feed in. We have got a slurry point on this one, which the other one didn't have. And if we come to here and go to the pigsty, you'll see on the right hand side it says slurry straw. There's no manure heap nearby because I put them all a little bit too far away. But you will get manure if you put bedding in, and you will get slurry from this one, which the previous one didn't give you the option for. If we come inside the building here, we've got open and close door. That's for those. So at night, if you want, you can open and close those. That's the flaps I put on there. Turn on shed lights. And then our dialog box for our animals, and then depending how many you've got, this one says 103 at the moment. It did say 120, and I placed it standard, and it's saying 103. But obviously you can extend that out if you want to. So there we go. That's old pigsty. Behind that we've got the stable. 11 slots, 8,000 to buy. Will hold 10 animals. We do have the option for customising the pen. Generally speaking, with the horses, 16 is the maximum it would go to anyway, even if you did customise. No option for roof or anything like that. These front doors do open, but the horses are outside there with no way of... I mean, they can come into the feed area, but not into those. But that does that. Feed, that's pretty cool actually. The feed bin just there, dialogue box just here. If we come inside and around the corner, you'll see our bedding trigger just there as well for our horses. If we come to there and we go to our stable, there we go. We've got Malcolm and Malcolm. Why did it go as two Malcolms? Maybe they're twins or not. Anyway, you can see there straw. Manure heap, there's no manure heap nearby. That's interesting. Don't normally get manure from horses. Maybe this pack does. I didn't put that in actually, thinking about it. But anyway, that's your horses on the stable. So that's cows, 2 pig pens, horses. We come across to here, we've got the sheep. So this is the sheep fold. 25 slots, 7,000 to buy. Will hold 30 animals and 200 pieces, it says. And this is bale storage. And it doesn't have to be like wool pallets, it will take any pallets. So 200 items, putting in is done there, and it stores up the top. Taking out, I think I left one up here, did I? I did, yeah, look. So taking out, I'll put the pallet there. Just here we've got the option on this one as well for fence. If you want the fence on, yes or no. If you want it to look a bit more free range, you can. Again with this, water in, feed. There you go, there's our sheep fold. And then what we'll do is just double check that as well. Let's go to pigsty, chicken coop, old sheepfold. There we go. Productivity, water, straw, manure. It's saying manure on there. Now this one must have a built-in manure heap then, because it's not saying no manure heap nearby, which is curious. I'm not sure. Do we have a manure heap anywhere? Oh, hang on, we got that one there. Potentially that's what's doing it. But it says manure anyway. So that's sheepfold. And then finally, I think it's finally we got this. And I wanted to double check something on this, because I'm sure on FS22 this didn't do it, or some do, some don't. We'll double check. This is the chicken coop with manure. 23 slots, will hold 50 animals, and it says 100,000 litres manure storage. We're going to have a look at all these in the menu in a moment anyway. So we've got, obviously we can see our egg pallet has already spawned out there, which is nice. Straw goes into here, bedding or related. And then we come around here, feed goes in here. Inside we've got a dialogue box, and we can put bales in here as well, light switch as well. And if we open the door there and come out, light switch here. See, it's curious, because that's saying it's got to be the console. It says chicken coop with manure heap, manure and manure. And I've had this running long enough that there's feed in there, there was straw in there, there is still straw in there. We've got eggs already spawning, but no manure. And I'm sure it was a little while ago somebody had said that it doesn't work with the animal pens on console. So if that's the case, why is it still showing? Why is it letting me put bedding in? Because actually there's nowhere. Where do I take this out? I tip that in. Where would I get the manure out from? Unless it piles up in here for you to come and scoop out, there's not actually a trigger for removing it. So let's just have a check on that as well then. Chicken coop. Productivity. It's saying egg 0, which is weird, and manure 0 because we've got an egg pallet that's sat there. So what in the world? Is that saying 0? No, that says 6 pieces. We've got 6 pieces of eggs there. I might speed up time a little bit more just if we get any manure from that. That's a curiosity. Anyway, let's go into our build mode. Come down to our animals there. And you'll see there's our fattening cow shed, which if you remember, was that one that's there. Come out of there. Go across our horses, so our stable. Just there, which was that one over there, which does give you the option for extension. Pigs, we had the old pigsty, which was that one just there. Pigsty, which was that one just there. We then come across to sheep's. That was our sheep pen, sheepfold just there. We come across another one, chickens. That was that one just there. There was nothing under bees, nothing under others. Now, interestingly, on the actual in the Modhub, on the Farming Simulator website, Modhub, I think it only lists like 21 items. I don't think it mentions the pig pens at all on there. I think it's showing like 21 or something, but there's 25 items in this pack in its entirety. So what I'll do, let me just speed up time again. Farmhouse is just there. I'm just curious to see if we are going to get any. I don't think on consoles we do. It's something to do with scripting or something, isn't it? It's normally that. It's normally that causes an issue, isn't it? Let's go to 2 o'clock and see if we have any. See if the chickens are still showing as not having produced anything. Yeah, still nothing showing. Health at 60%. Doesn't appear to be using the straw though, which is curious. No, feed's going down, straw's not. Still got no manure. It's now saying eggs. We've got 21 litres, which is fine. So yeah, potentially console. It's not gonna be a thing. I know that's a bit of an assumption. Now does this have? It does. When I reviewed this in FS22, it was FS22, yeah. See these things here? You can hang a big bag over that. So if you buy a bag of chicken feed, you can hang a bag of chicken feed on that, and that will, over time, it will gradually just keep unloading as it needs feed. You can. I thought, didn't one of these? I just had a sudden flashback. Yeah, they're really cool. You can hang a big bag on those to do that. And that is the pack. My highlights, what stands out to me, I have to say, that greenhouse with the lift and stuff, that's pretty cool, pretty funky. But it's a pretty extensive pack and it covers all the bases. I was going to say, if that does produce manure, chickens, and we get chicken manure, it's quite a high megabyte download pack for just that. But it's showing that these are supposed to do them as well. But I'm not getting anything showing, which is odd. But like I say, it could be the console thing. I hope you found all this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.